Hey everyone, this is Dan Charles with Lite Forex. It is Wednesday, April 15th, just after market close. I'm going to break down the major Forex pairs like I do. So please subscribe to the channel and go to the link in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into it. So Australian USD, I was expecting this to pull back for actually a couple days now. It was really due for that pullback. Now right now it is holding above 63, so this could continue the uptrend and break out if it breaks above 64, but you can see it did hit resistance at the high from yesterday. So the close 64.42, the open 64.42, and just down. So it did hit that wall there. It does look like there's more downside when you're looking at the weekly chart here. This could pull back more. Typically, when you see a setup like this, it will be pulling back more than just one day. It's very rare that this is just going to continue and break out and continue the uptrend. So I would anticipate more downside, but for now, it is above that 63. So it still could hold that 63 and break out. So this is a real wait and see. Next level support, you'd have to look at 62.26, roughly 62.30, which was the open on the 9th and the close on the 8th. That would be another level of support I would be looking at for the Australian USD. If we take a look at the futures market, yeah, you can see pulling back. We were just so overextended. This was ready to pull back, but we are holding support 63. But to me, this looks like there's more downside. The 240, though, of course, is showing that we could have a rebound before we continue the downtrend. But the 60 is potentially setting up to continue going lower. You can see that support though around 62.85 hit, pulling up on that price, but here we are setting up to potentially continue the downtrend. So I'm anticipating more downside. Let's take a look at the Euro USD. Euro USD has been quite inconsistent on this little uptrend. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Now right now we are holding above that support at 109. So that is a positive. The 240 looks quite dangerous. Yeah, because it's holding support above 109, this can still break out and go with this up, down pattern and continue the move up. Next level of support is going to be where it pulled up on today, that 108.5, pulling up on that price. You can see there was good support there before. But let's see if this can continue the uptrend. Okay, we're looking at the Euro futures, and you can see the Euro futures, it came down and hit this support price of 108.725. It hit that exact same 108.725 from the 8th. So that is interesting. It's definitely interesting. The 240 looks the same. Everything looks pretty much the same, but the daily chart is definitely looking a little bit different. But let's see if this can hold that support and break out. I like the fact that it hit that support. So let's see if this can continue the uptrend and break out tomorrow for the euro. Pound did pull back as well today. There it is. So this was due to pull back as well. It was just becoming overextended after finally taking out the 1.25 yesterday. It was really ready to pull back. But you can see here, long lower wick. What was resistance is now support. This is support now at 1.25. But like I was saying, usually you're going to get more than a one-day pullback. But it is good that it's holding that support at 1.25. So in theory, this could break out, but It's really a wait and see for me. I called this move to the upside, just like I called this move to the downside. I was calling for the pullback. It happened. And now it's a wait and see. It's really a wait and see for me on the pound USD. If we look at the futures contract, well, the futures contract looks like it's setting up more bullish. It's definitely setting up more bullish here. Came back to the moving average like it needed to do. It was overextended. And here it is setting up. So if this can break above 26, I think it can continue going higher. But right now, it is putting in a lower high. But it is setting up quite bullish still. So, you know, this one it's just a wait and see for me. Okay, New Zealand USD. Now, New Zealand USD was overextended, just like the Australian dollar and all these ones. I was expecting a pullback to happen, and that happened today. Now, we are holding some support still at 0.60. We're slightly below it right now, but it can still hold that support and break out and continue this this uptrend. Next level of support, 59.5. You can see we did hit a low today of 59.55, pulling up on that price. You know, you look at the weekly chart here, and you can just see the up and down it is. It's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. It's choppy on the weekly, but clearly it's been trending more up than down recently. Let's see if it can break above. If this can start breaking above 60.5, then it would be interesting, and I would assume it would break out. It did hit a wall at 61 though. There was resistance at 61, so it really needs to take out 61 to continue this uptrend. You know, a lot of these Forex pairs, or most of them, I would say, are really waiting and seeing what happens, right? So some days I can only say we're neutral. We're waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for the support to hold. We're waiting for the breakout to set up for the next day. And that's kind of where I am with the New Zealand dollar and so far all the ones we've looked at today. The New Zealand futures, so we're above this support at 59.61. Yeah, you can just see this gap down here. Let's see if this can break back out. Simple as that. Okay, USDCAD. Now the USDCAD was trending lower, but small little ranges, no big drops, just small little ranges. And we have this price of 39, which was support. Now it did close below that price yesterday, but it did put in a higher low yesterday, and we were very overextended. This was ready to rebound. So when I looked at this yesterday, I thought there was a very good chance of what happened today, a big breakout. So we got the big breakout to the upside. You know, you look at the 60, you look at the weekly, and it really is setting up for the USD CAD to go on another run. Of course, it had this great run here. We're pulling back. We hit some support. We rebounded. We put in a lower high. We trended lower, and now we're breaking out. I like this going higher now. Now, 1.40 is going to be the resistance. Sorry, the support. Sometimes I get confused. Sometimes was support, then it became resistance. Was resistance. Now it's support again. So it's really got to hold that 1.40 price to continue this uptrend. Let's see if it can do it. The 60 is looking like we could definitely go higher. So let's see if that can break out and go on a bit of a run here. Of course, that'll mean the Canadian dollar will be going the other way. So the Canadian dollar obviously dropped today. The USD CAD's going up. Of course, the Canadian futures are going to be going the other way. So here we are dropping. Now it did put a lower high in yesterday, so this drop isn't that big of a surprise. realistically for the Canadian dollar here, this would really need to break out tomorrow to continue this move. But just the way the USD CAD is setting up, it really looks like so that's what would need to happen. This would need to break out to continue this uptrend. Okay, lastly, the USD yen. So the USD yen came down and it was hitting the support yesterday, and this support's at 107, and today it pulled up on that price. So now it needs to continue that pattern, and it needs to break above 108. So if this can break above 108, now it did put in some resistance at 108, hitting a high of 107.87, pulling back. But if it can bust through 108, then this could definitely turn around and continue, which was a pretty big uptrend. But of course, it does look more bearish than anything. You can really see on the weekly chart that support at 107 right there. You can just see it's pulling up on that price. Of course, last month was very strange month. You know, you look at the 240, you look at the 60, and it does look like there can be some upside on the USD yen, but it really needs to bust through 108 first. Let's take a look at the yen futures. Well, there's the yen futures here. It is putting in a lower high. It is putting in a lower high, and you can just see this wall at this price here, 0.0093705. But it is holding this low right here, which was the low made today, 0.0092825. So that is very, very interesting. It's giving me kind of mixed signals, right? You look at the 60, you look at the 240, and although trending up, it looks like it's could be setting up to go lower. Let's take a look at the 60. Yeah, you look at the 60-minute here. We got this nice uptrend. We break down on this candle here. We pull up, put in a lower high, big collapse here, rebound. This could be the lower high. So we play it like this, holding that support right now. Resistance around this price here. You know, that's how I would be playing this. If this can break out, break above 93.4, then it's got a shot, but it is setting up more like it could break down and threaten to take out these lows. So this is a wait and see as well. And a lot of these Forex pairs are really a wait and see for me as I do this breakdown today on April 15th. So please subscribe to the channel. Go to Lite Forex in the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.